How can we experience more compassion or creativity as we cultivate a greater sense of connection with our authentic selves or with our deepest selves? Connecting with our most authentic selves is a process of compassionately integrating all the various aspects of who we are. This is often called shadow work, which is a process of bringing to the surface or into the light of our conscious awareness all of our motivations or our ways of seeking security, affection, or control. And it's also about all the aspects of ourselves that we were taught to limit or to hide. All the different parts of ourselves and the roles that they play. And creativity is one of the most important things that usually ends up in this shadow. When we're growing up, we learn to limit how we express ourselves so we don't embarrass ourselves. We're not too weird or goofy or silly or out of the box. And in the process, we learn to hide parts of who we are, and often a lot of our creativity as well. And worse yet, we might have received messages that when we were creating something or presenting our art, that we weren't good enough. And even if no one told us that, we might have filled in some of the blanks where we didn't hear what we were hoping to hear. Our own negative self-talk became the message. And we end up with inner artist children that have been set to the side, they've been neglected, possibly even hurt or traumatized if there's a really painful experience. And so meeting those parts of ourselves with compassion is integral to restoring our creative expression. And as we do our inner work, we grow in compassion for ourselves, for all the aspects of who we are. Rather than pushing them away, we begin to gently and tenderly hold them and restore them to who we are with a sense of compassion. All those places that have been hurt from life's trials, from painful relationships, and ultimately how we learned life. And then there's often a deeper invitation to let go of the unhelpful aspects of how we learn to navigate life. It's taking off a mask. It's doing things that feel vulnerable. But in the process, we're becoming more authentically ourselves. And the result is faithfully living in accordance with our essential being in the world. And we can compassionately express the whole mosaic of our inner world with greater insight into our own personal and unique experiences. So as we create different forms of art or whatever creative expression you have, it will have more nuance and insight into your own experiences. And the deeper that goes, you're also going to have more insight into universal human experiences in ways that, as you express it, resonates with other people. And knowing ourselves in this way means we can see some of the filter on our awareness that colors how we interact with the creative stream that's flowing through us and around us. And if we can see the filter, then we can also begin to see that our deepest or truest self isn't just our thoughts or our emotions or our feelings, or just physical or mental events that cross our conscious awareness, but that there's more to us under all of that. There's a deeper flow. And creativity emerges and flows through the places in us that feel most connected and porous, not the places that are closed off. Our deepest self is not an isolated cave where the further in you go, the deeper you go, the more alone you are as an individual person. It's actually the opposite. It's the most connected place in us. And creativity flows through our intuitive, interconnected depths and then is expressed through the filters of our authentic and compassionately integrated selves. All that shadow work, with all of our normal human experiences, emotions, and desires and parts of ourselves being brought up to the area of our own awareness, of our own creative filter. So there's this process of flowing through depths and then through a filter as we then express things uniquely as ourselves. And so the question then is, how do we access or cultivate greater connection with our innermost depths? And again, the answer is compassion. To put it in various ways, compassion meets us in the place where our small s self meets and enters the big S self. And cultivation of compassion is integral to realizing Buddha nature, cultivating the heart of the Buddha. Or in Abrahamic mystic traditions, there's an inward invitation toward loving union with the divine, where there's neither one or two, and the gateway is love. Cultivating compassion in the innermost depths of ourselves deepens our experience of interconnection with reality with a capital R. And if we're able to integrate our internal worlds to live authentically as our unique selves, and also compassionately connect in the depths of ourselves and open up to the intuitive and creative flow of Source, then there might be a wellspring of creativity that comes forth. Yes, with our own imprints on it, shaped by us in unique ways, but also with something more to it, something more than we can explain or fully understand at any time when we're making something. It might come to us later in another experience. So to close, I actually want to lead us through a practice. And so I invite you to get comfortable. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels best to you, and take a few deep breaths. And when you're ready, I invite you to imagine a warm, radiating sense of compassion in the center of your chest. And you might choose to integrate your view of reality here. This compassion is your own heart, but it's also flowing in the natural compassion of primordial consciousness, or with the divine or spirit or source or the universe. However you see it, just sit with that feeling. Cultivate this heart of compassion for your whole being. Then slowly bring to mind different aspects of who you are. There might be things you like about yourself. There might be insecurities. There might be ways that you try to keep a sense of control or security, or ways that you try to receive the love that you want. With each one, slowly draw it into this place of compassion, breathing in and out as you do it. And where there's any resistance in you, just keep breathing and allow your body to relax into it. Next, invite creativity to flow in and through this compassionate space you're cultivating. And this might feel weird to do, but ask creativity to bring to mind a picture or sense of your own inner artist child. And hold this part of yourself in compassion too. And wait and listen. And notice how this inner artist is responding to being loved, to experiencing compassion and being held there. And finally, ask creativity, or this creative flow, to bring to mind inspiration for how you might choose to capture or express artistically this experience or feeling of compassionately holding these aspects of you. When you're done, I hope this launches the next creative thing that you make, that you'd be able to further experience in the creative process. A gentle lightening of the load, a gentle, compassionate embrace of some new parts of who you are. And that you would have a resulting poem or song or visual piece or any other expression as a way of remembering this moment and deepening it as you work on it. Let us know in the comments how you experienced this reflection and practice. And if you do create something, please join our free online community and share it with us. We would love to engage with your own creative work and give you feedback in terms of how that's impacting us, how your depths and the insight you have into that connects with our own experiences of being human together.